Welcome to the 2024 Birmingham Public Schools High School graduation. This is a joyous celebration. We are celebrating the culmination of 12 years of hard work, but we're also celebrating the next phase into our students' lives. Whether they are attending college, trade school, or the military, they are prepared to fulfill their dreams. And they're able to do that not only because of the stellar education that they've received at Birmingham Public Schools, but also because of the overwhelming love and support that they have received from family members and friends. And so while we are congratulating our graduates, we are also saying thank you to you as parents and family members for being a partner with us and supporting our schools. It's now time to watch these students walk across the stage. Congratulations again to the wonderful 2024 graduates. And remember, graduates, always be bold, be brilliant, be Birmingham.
Be the best version of yourself. Be exceptional. Be creative. Be remarkable. Be magnificent. Be spectacular. Be undefinable. Be bold. Be brilliant. Be Birmingham.
Good morning. I am Susan Smith, extremely proud principal here at Groves High School. At this time, I would like to thank everyone in attendance for traveling to the Meadowbrook Amphitheater for the Groves High School Class of 2024 commencement. For the past 4 years, Groves has held the graduates of this class to a very high standard, and I'm thankful you are all able to be here to celebrate this momentous occasion. The prelude music for our ceremony today was the amazing work of the Groves Choir under the direction of Mrs. Carolyn Carano. Thank you for sharing your voices with us. And thank you to the Groves Band under the direction of Mr. Michael Burkett, as they were the group that was performing Pomp and Circumstance that you just heard. And right now we have the honor that one of our graduates, Taryn Brown, will be singing our national anthem. Please stand if you are able.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Taryn. You may be seated. I would like to introduce several honored guests who are in attendance for today's ceremony and whose support for the class of 2024 is greatly appreciated. Please stand as your names are read. Seated on stage are Mrs. Jennifer Rass, the president of the Birmingham Public Schools Board of Education, Dr. Mbika Roberson, Superintendent of Birmingham Public Schools. Also seated on stage are distinguished guests, Birmingham Public School District Board members, Amy Hokemer, Nicole Spencer, Nicole McKinney, and Colleen Zammit. As well as several central leadership team members, Assistant Superintendent for Student Learning and Inclusion, Mrs. April Imperio, Executive Director for Special Services, Laura Mahler, Chief Financial and Operations Officer, Kevin Teratuta, and Executive Director for Technology, Zach Riley Kelly. Thank you for being here. I would also like to acknowledge the Groves High School administrative staff, our amazing assistant principals, Mr. Othamian Peterson and Mrs. Helena Fisher. Several other Groves staff members are present today to help celebrate with our students, including members of the teaching and office staff. I would like to acknowledge the hard work of our counselors, Mrs. Kowalchuk, Mrs. Adams, Mr. Cagneto, Mrs. Gohl, Mrs. Kondak, Mr. Oden, and Mrs. Starks. We would like to thank them for all of their support this year. And I think I certainly speak for our students, families, and community when I say we have a remarkable staff who are truly devoted to the Grove students. The names of this outstanding faculty are listed in your program, but would all members of the Grove staff please stand and be recognized? There are many people without whom today's ceremony would not be possible. Thank you to Stephen Carpenter, J.C. Carroll, Cortez Strickland, and Scott McKinnon for the media, audio, and visual support during commencement today. Also, a big thank you to Mrs. Rondello for her help organizing all of the aspects of today's ceremony behind the scenes. That includes countless hours of organizing and arranging to make things so special for our graduates today. And I would be remiss if we didn't take a minute to congratulate all of the family members of the graduates here today. I know you could not be prouder of this amazing group of students. Each of you has played a significant part in shaping these graduates into the young people they are today. I appreciate that you have shared your students with us and trusted us to educate them in some of their most formative years. Graduates, please take a minute and thank your families for being here with you today. And at this time, I'm honored to introduce our senior class presidents, Nia Daniels and Cameron Little.
Ready? Thank you, Dr. Smith. My name is Nia Daniels.
And I'm Cameron Little, and we have had the honor of serving as the Grove's 2024 Senior Class Presidents, or as a lot of our peers call us, Madam Presidents.
It's an honor to stand here today and speak on behalf of the class of 2024. From the time we watched the sun rise at 6 a.m. on the football field to the ugly crying during our senior clap-out, it is clear to see that the class of 2024 has built irreplaceable bonds with one another. Whether it was winning the bucket during Spirit Week, the Friday Night Lights, or fighting for our lives during water wars, senior year has definitely been a time to make memories.
With that being said, so many of our memories wouldn't be as vibrant without the gracious help from our administration. Dr. Smith, Mr. Peterson, Mrs. Fisher, and honorable mentions to Mrs. Berger and Mr. Oden. You guys were rooting for us 100% of the time after we rely on an okay from you. Thank you for all that you've done, and we would not be the same without your support. Lastly, Ms. Hurd and Mrs. Murphy, you guys pour so much into the senior class, our cup overflows, and a lot of that work goes unnoticed. We would like to take a special moment to thank you for everything that you've done for us.
In addition to our amazing staff, we would like to recognize the family members of the class of 2024 for not only raising the amazing people who will soon be crossing the stage, but for also the non-essentials, like taking us to and from our extracurriculars and helping us with our homework at 9 p.m. It's often said that parenting of any form is a thankless job, but today we would like to extend a ginormous thank you to each and every one of you.
High school is no walk in the park. All 288 of us have each been through our own battles, but today, I hope that all of us can look at receiving our diplomas as a victory. Moving into your next chapter of life, please remember that your kindness ripples. Don't be afraid to show your light to others because you could be the light someone else needs.
Life's hard, but sitting through two people talk for 3 minutes is harder. So I'm gonna leave you with 4 pieces of advice with no explanations. Keep your head up, stay alert, love yourself, and have fun.
Sometimes high school students tend to procrastinate, and as we've been speaking, we've realized that we've been procrastinating on something as well.
Saying goodbye to the class of 2024. So as our speech comes to a close, class of 2024, we are going to miss each and every one of you guys dearly. We are so excited to see what we all do in the future.
Thank you for allowing us to represent you in your final year of high school. We are eternally grateful, and congratulations. At this time, we would like to introduce our fellow seniors, Shania Cooper and Gabrielle Stallings, who will perform a musical selection for us.
was wonderful. Good morning, I'm Jennifer Rass, and I'm proud to serve as the Birmingham Public Schools Board President. On behalf of the entire Board of Trustees, it is my honor and privilege to be among the first to welcome the class of 2024. Today, we celebrate your dedication and perseverance that has led to this momentous milestone. Lyndon B. Johnson said, "We have always believed that our people can stand on no higher ground than that of the school ground, and can enter any more hopeful room than the classroom. We blend time and faith and knowledge in our schools, not only to create educated citizens, but to shape the destiny of this great republic." To me, that quote resonates deeply as we prepare to welcome the class of 2024 as the newest alumni of our school district. I am confident Birmingham Public Schools has prepared you as critical thinkers and engaged lifetime learners, even the last try of your senior year. Beyond your impressive scholastic achievements, we know you're talented, ambitious, creative, empathetic, and kind. As trustees, we're members of this community and have seen you around town at schools, games, musicals, concerts, playoffs, and championships, and banquets. We have heard about you from your accolades from your teachers, administrators, and staff. We know about your accomplishments and character, and I'm so incredibly proud of you. In the flurry of today, I ask you to take it all in. Enjoy this moment fully. My wish for you is to treasure the day and the memories you're making. Please take a few minutes to reflect and reminisce about the past 13 years, the friendships you've made, and how far you've come from taking those first steps as a kindergartner. I hope you're leaving Birmingham with immense pride of where you grew up and went to school. You have the foundation to propel you forward on whatever path you choose. We believe in you and can't wait to see and hear what you will do. Go with courage and conviction and know the impact you have left on Birmingham Public Schools. Be bold, be brilliant, be Birmingham. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce your selected speaker, Grace Rasnick.
Welcome, friends, family, faculty, and of course, the Groves class of 2024. We did it! Today is bittersweet. Growing up, I had heard the phrase, "time flies," particularly from those older than me. But I never truly understood the meaning behind those very words. My classmates and I had mundane days, sat at the same exact desks, counting down minutes for school days, weeks, and summertime, wishing our time would just fly by. However, in these final weeks, the expression, "time flies," finally had meaning in our own lives. Days were slow, but these years were fast. We were just those kindergarteners with dreams, and now we are seniors with plans. 13 years of picturing our future, and now the future is here. It never felt like time was flying, but between Monday and Friday, elementary school and middle school, we became high schoolers, and today we become graduates. How time really flew. Unlike many, I met my truest best friend 2 minutes into my life. From then on, my twin brother and I have been the force affectionately known as the Raz Twins. We have never stood as the shield for one another, but instead we have been the most incredible force. So thank you, Jake. I am only here because of you. If your adults are anything like mine, they have been your sounding boards, supporters, critics, and cheerleaders. Mom and Dad, I appreciate you both more than you'll ever know. I owe everything to the both of you. Much of who we are comes from our entire families, which for me consists of my loving grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins, and our entire communities of friends, teachers, advisors, mentors, and everybody else who has brought us to where we are today. Let me pause to offer the biggest thank you of all to the phenomenal staff at Wylie E. Groves. The staff spends much of their time recognizing and applauding us on our various achievements. However, they are the ones who have encouraged and mentored us to where we are today. Staff, on behalf of all the current graduates, we sincerely apologize for all the time we spent scrolling mindlessly through our phones during class. And finally, thank you to the class of 2024. By building meaningful friendships, supporting each other on clubs and teams, as well as inside and outside of the classroom, we have helped each other to forge our very own identities. And at last, we have made it. It's graduation day. As a young child, my introduction to anybody I'd meet was, "Hello, I'm Gracie Rasnick, and I love West Maple." I knew every day I would log into my computer and use the password I had coined since kindergarten. West Maple 1, exclamation point. About 2 years ago, Dr. Smith emailed us and said our passwords would change. My password would then become LearnGoat28, period. With this new password, I felt a piece of my identity shift. I am only telling you this because we have been warned that our Google Drive accounts will be deleted in the next 14 days. We are now entering a season that is a bit more dramatic and drastic than a new computer password, and for many, including myself, this is rather frightening. However, we can't become what we are destined to be by remaining what we are. So, let us look back to the past and reminisce for just a minute longer before we step into our own next adventures. Freshman year, we entered Groves in style. Well, I don't know if I could say that. More like we logged onto Zoom because we were in a global pandemic. We were boxes with names because our cameras were always turned off. We laughed when juniors and seniors would tell us the cliche of, "It really goes by so fast." Sophomore year, we entered the building and all of our first yet as sophomores. We attended our first field day, homecoming, and joined our favorite clubs. Finally, we found our footing within Groves. Junior year, the year we highly anticipated. The year notorious for stressing out, looking at post-secondary plans, but through it all, we experienced the true joy that comes with being a Groves upperclassman. Parking passes, blended courses, and of course, off-campus lunch privileges. And now, senior year. Senior sunrise, taking home that well-deserved bucket, bringing us to our senior sunset and clap out on our final day. All these moments, they flashed before us, and now they're all coming to a close. Many of us desperately wish we would have listened to the upperclassmen then who told us how fast high school would flash by. Think, as we exit this chapter, how much we have grown and learned about our own identities. No longer are we the intimidated Zoom freshmen we once were. We grew into ourselves and we found our voices, passions, talents, strengths, and we learned to self-advocate. We realized that after Power School is a thing of the past, the very things that will define our high school career is who we became, not the letter attached to any class or assignment. Look around us. We are the product of Grove's outstanding reputation of fostering a community that celebrates our uniqueness, each of us. This school has not only accepted who we are, but who we wish to be through encouraging individuality. That is the true beauty of Groves. And as a result of this, our class specifically shares positivity, a desire to have fun, and a deep curiosity of the world around us. Because we have already celebrated the diverse and intelligent minds of our peers, we have no doubt that we will be a group of individuals who can and will change the world. Graduation day marks the end of our journey here, but truly, this is only just the beginning to the rest of our lives. I'm confident we are ready for this next chapter because we are our very own authors. We are books with blank pages waiting to be filled with the stories we are ready to write. High school, as we close your chapter, we will use everything we've learned into our next. Groves, thank you for being our beginning, the place we found ourselves, made memories with friends we won't forget. Thank you for allowing us to fall and get back up. And most importantly, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for being a part of our story and allowing us to be a part of yours. While the rest is still unwritten, I have no doubt that the best is yet to come. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you, Grace. The class of 2024, you have made it. You've taken advantage of all that Groves has to offer. You have excelled both in the classroom and outside of it, and I know I speak for the staff and those here today when I say how proud we are of you. This is a very talented group of students, and I feel blessed and honored to be the principal of such wonderful young people. The students seated here today and you, their families, are what makes Groves the best school community, one I feel privileged to be a part of. As many of you know, I also graduated from Groves 26 years ago, and I loved my time so much at Groves that I decided to come back to the school every single day. This class is very special to me, as I was hired to be the Groves principal the year that you were entering high school as freshmen. So we came in together. Though I had to meet many of you on Zoom, like Gracie mentioned, and none of you had your cameras on, during this time, we realized how important human connections are when we couldn't be together, and how schools are places of social learning and community building, and it's not done very well through technology. I don't want to relive or dwell on the pandemic today, but in thinking about this class and our last 4 years together, I reflected on that through the struggles of the pandemic, we learned a lot. I also realized that through struggle, we are provided opportunities to learn about ourselves. When we returned to in-person learning, there were quite a few restrictions in place. And today, I want to reminisce on the lessons we learned together over the last 4 years. Because in lessons, it's when we are challenged. We're challenged to grow and develop and progress. And that's much better to me than any sort of arbitrary advice I could give you. The first restriction when we came back in person after the pandemic was that you could not leave home without a mask. But I would say that together over the last 4 years, we've all learned instead to not leave home without an attitude of gratitude. Families, thank you. You have raised some of the kindest and most appreciative young people I have worked with in my 22-year career. It is so important to develop a conscious habit of constantly expressing your appreciation for aspects of your life, both the good and those that challenge us. Research shows that cultivating a grateful mindset lowers your stress level. Take time to be thankful for what you have and the people in your life who bring you joy and comfort. Feel fortunate for opportunities that come your way, but also feel fortunate for obstacles, which will inevitably happen, because through each obstacle comes an opportunity to be thankful. We have learned to show gratitude over the last 4 years, and I want to thank you for sharing your lives with me over the last 4 years. Our second restriction when we entered the building after the pandemic was that we took everyone's temperature. I don't miss those days. Class of 2024, I also want to talk about how we learned that it is important to check our own temperatures and the temperatures of those around us. Not necessarily with a thermometer, but know when you need a break. Know when you need to pause and care for yourself. Understand and embrace the need to have balance in your life, and it's also essential for us to self-reflect. Ensure that you continue to put your own oxygen mask on before assisting others, as they say. And supporting others is extremely important. Make sure to check on and check in with each other. You never know how impactful that might be. And finally, we were restricted in having to be more than 6 feet away from each other when we returned to in-person learning. I can't even hear the word plexiglass without cringing. But the lesson we learned through this restriction is that we have a need and a desire to physically be with other humans. We crave closeness and connection. Don't ever stop connecting with others, as it is in connections that we learn new perspectives, we have our own thinking challenge, and ultimately, we learn about ourselves. Do not assume you know someone. Listen, learn their story. Have boundaries, but do not let anyone else dictate what spaces you can inhabit. Through connections, there are no limits to your success and your happiness. And graduates, from today on, we are all forever connected, as we have spent 4 years growing and learning together. I'm so thankful for this class, and I consider myself lucky to have been a small part of your journey. I'm grateful that we were able to learn alongside one another, and let's hold each other accountable to always remember to never leave home without our attitudes of gratitude, to check our temperatures, and to seek out healthy human connections. I cannot wait to see what all of you become. Congratulations. I want to take the next few minutes to discuss the many remarkable accolades and accomplishments of the Groves class of 2024, because this class is very impressive. To begin with, we have graduates who were recognized nationally for their academic accomplishments. Two of our students, Priya Andra and Bailey Mingus, are National Merit finalists, meaning they rank in the top 1% of qualifying students. And the following graduates are National Merit commended students: Michael Dolan, John Forrett, Helena Gerard, Nicolette Handler, and Jackson Quinn rank in the top 5% of the millions of students who took the qualifying test. Would those students please stand and be recognized? The College Board recognizes students who score a 3 or higher on 2 or more distinct AP exams through their national recognition programs. Congratulations to these students who were named AP African American Scholars: Caleb Alula, Kennedy Cook, and Abriana Powell. And Sophia Scott was named an AP Hispanic Scholar. Would these students please stand and be recognized? Additionally, there are over 100 students in this class who were inducted into the National Honor Society. That means these students not only excel in the classroom, but serve their community and are involved in extracurriculars as well. These group of students are wearing NHS stoles to signify their membership in this group. Would these students please stand and be recognized? Students who earned high honors have a weighted GPA of a 4.01 or higher and are wearing gold medals at today's ceremony. Would these students please stand and be recognized? Groves Scholars are students who earned a 3.8 to 4.0 GPA and are wearing gold honor cords today. Please stand and be recognized. Students who earned cum laude honors have a weighted GPA of a 3.51 to 3.79 and are wearing green and white honor cords today. Please stand and be recognized. Two of our graduates have committed and made the lifelong commitment to serve our country upon graduation in the United States Navy. Would Taryn Brown and Brianna Kim please stand and be recognized? Collectively, this class earned over $1 million in scholarships to attend selected colleges and universities, and that does not include 11 of our students who have obtained a full 4-year academic scholarship to prestigious institutions like Spelman. Would the students who earned full academic scholarships please stand and be recognized? Members of the National Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society are wearing light blue and gold cords. Please stand and be recognized. We also have several students who were inducted into the National Art Honor Society and are wearing multicolored cords in today's ceremony. Also, seniors Autumn DeGroat and Madeline McDonald were regional scholastic art recipients. And several of our seniors have also signed letters of intent to participate in a collegiate art program next year. Would these students please stand and be recognized? We have a strong partnership with Oakland School's technical campuses, and many of our students are involved in OTech programming and have committed to learning more about their future career paths through these acclaimed programs. Would all of the students who were involved in an OTEC program please stand and be recognized? For the first time in Birmingham Public Schools history, we had students who completed the Future Educator of America program under the direction of Mr. Russick, and we hosted our first ever signing day where we honored 2 students who will be entering the education field and who both have promised to come back and work in Birmingham one day. They are wearing blue and green cords. Please stand and be recognized. I'm going to hold you to that promise to come back and work in Birmingham, by the way. Teachers in each department nominated students for their overall contributions to the courses that students took in that department, and they were recognized for that work at convocation. Would all the students who received department awards please stand? Beyond academic recognition, there are many honors that have been bestowed on our competitive musical groups at Groves High School. Seniors Shania Cooper, Gabrielle Stallings, Jackson Quinn, and Mia Young were all recognized by the MSBOA for superior ratings this year, and Taryn Brown received a perfect score at the Music Association Musical Theater Solo and Ensemble competition. She was also selected to join the All-State Musical Theater Honors Ensemble, which only 20 students in the entire state were selected to join. Would all senior members of the band, orchestra, and choir please stand and be recognized? Groves Performing Arts Company, under the direction of Mr. Rutherford, is a very decorated theater group and put on productions of both Newsies and The Bookwomen this year. At the Michigan Thespian Festival, Julia Benedict Kaufman received the Tom Suda Memorial Scholarship, and Jay Downing was awarded more than $250,000 in scholarships. They also received superior ratings for their work, along with seniors Josh Kroll, Cameron Beam, Morgan Goodrich, Taryn Brown, and Elena Seltzer for their performances. Senior Titus Smith won an individual All-State Award from MIFA in Forensic in the category of Impromptu Speaking, and Mr. Rutherford was named MIFA Coach of the Year. And the debate team took first place at the MIFA State Championships for Policy Debate. Would members of GPAC, the debate, and forensic team please stand and be recognized? The Grove Scripter is a state award-winning student-produced news magazine under the direction of Mrs. Reed Nordwall. This year, the Scripter won 17 state awards from the Michigan Interscholastic Press Association. And seniors Sophia Audette Abdul-Nur and Brett Russell were awarded a first-place rating. Our yearbook, The Talon, advised by Mrs. Newmeyer, also received state recognition. Students are wearing yellow and green cords today. Would the senior students who are members of these staffs please stand and be recognized? Because of the extreme generosity of this community, the Groves Auxiliary Gym opened this winter and includes an indoor track, 2 new courts, batting cages, and a golf simulator area. There's also an 80-seat indoor classroom facility that, because of his upcoming retirement, will be renamed the Tom Flynn Success Center in honor of the 35 years he has given to Groves students, athletes, and families as a teacher, athletic trainer, and athletic director, and because he always made sure that student athletes are students first. We are so fortunate to have access to state-of-the-art athletic facilities, and we are excited for the next phase of the renovations to our building. Our senior student athletes had a very memorable year as well. Many of them were recognized as OAA Scholar athletes, meaning that they held a 3.5 unweighted cumulative GPA while earning a varsity letter. Our men's swim and dive team were back-to-back state champions under the leadership of seniors Asa Allen, Will Dinkaloo, Zach Lezovich, Gus McDonald, and Joey Stebbins. Congratulations to the swim team. The Birmingham Varsity A skating team were state championships, And Nathan Luckin and Benji Cook were third doubles state champions in tennis. Senior Nathan Brojeski was named an all-state powerlifter. Omari Hairston qualified for the state meet in the shot put. And both of the Birmingham men's and women's ski teams qualified to compete in the state meet. Groves had an inaugural women's flag football team sponsored by the Detroit Lions this year and went undefeated. Our unified basketball team had an undefeated, and our men's water polo and men's basketball teams were crowned district champions. Congratulations. Additionally, 14 members of this graduating class have notified us that they have signed letters of intent to further their athletic careers and compete at the collegiate level. Would the students who signed those letters of intent please stand and be recognized? Grove students can be seen serving others in many ways and with many different organizations. Under the direction of our wonderful community service organizer, Mrs. Sack, there were countless opportunities our students took advantage of. And students who completed more than 40 hours of community service in the last year are wearing white, orange, and red service cords. And those who gave back to their community through the annual blood drive are wearing a silver and pink cord. Would these students please stand and be recognized? Being a leader and being able to take initiative are important qualities to having success in life. Grove Student Congress, advised by the very dedicated Mrs. Mason, has planned countless events like Spirit Week, You Matter Week. They raised over $50,000 for Vista Maria. They led us in our school spirit and helped create many lifelong memories for the class of 2024. Today, our Grove Student Congress leaders are wearing purple cords. Please stand and be recognized. Members of DECA, our career technical school organization, were qualifiers for both the state and international competitions this year, and they are wearing blue and white cords. Please stand and be recognized. Additionally, there are more than 30 different student-run organizations at Groves. These groups are service-oriented and interest-based, and they provide unique opportunities for students to connect with one another and in our community. If you were a member of any Groves club or organization, please stand and be recognized. I am in awe of all that you have accomplished in your 4 years at Groves. You have absolutely left your mark. Thank you and congratulations. At this time, I'm honored to introduce to you the Superintendent of Birmingham Public Schools, Dr. Mbika Roberson.
Good morning, and thank you, Dr. Smith. I am truly honored to have this opportunity to talk to the Groves graduates today. Before I get started, I do want to take this opportunity to honor and thank my colleague and friend, Laura Mahler, Executive Director of Specialized Services. Mrs. Mahler has served Birmingham Public Schools for over 37 years and has been an educator for 41 years. Before her current role, she was the principal at West Maple Elementary, and her commitment to students has been tremendous. Laura, thank you for your service to students. You will be truly missed. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the parents, grandparents, loved ones, faculty members, colleagues, and distinguished guests for your partnership and support for these outstanding graduates. Now to the 2024 graduates. If you don't remember anything else that I say today, I want you to remember this phrase: you are enough. We live in a society that tries to make you believe that you should compare yourselves to filtered pictures or that you're only interesting if you garner likes and views. But I want you to know that you are enough. Maybe you are not hung up in the illusion of social media, but you are comparing yourself to an older sibling, an acquaintance, or even your best friend. But those are all false comparisons. They are not your competition, because your path is your path. Every one of you has your own gifts and talents, and your focus should be on how you can use them. The only competition that you have is yesterday's self. Let me say that again. The only competition that you have is yesterday's self. Now, I don't want you to get this message confused. You are valuable just as you are, but that doesn't mean that you can be indifferent. Show up as your best self every day. And I mean that literally and figuratively, because I know you like to sleep in. You got to show up for class and everything, okay? Can't sleep in. But I want you to also show up and bring your best self every day. And you know what that looks like. When you have walked the halls of Groves, you may have been part of OSTC, Groves Student Congress, GPAC, band, orchestra, or a state champion team like the Groves Boys Swim and Dive. You know what it feels like to do your absolute best. And even if the outcome wasn't exactly what you wanted, you learned something that made you stronger and better. So graduates, we wish you many blessings, whether your next step is college, trade school, the military, or opening your own business. Know that there is a community of people rooting for you. We love you, congratulations, and remember, you are enough. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Roberson. One wonderful aspect of the Groves community is the support our students and staff receive from our active, generous, and compassionate family organizations, particularly the Parent-Teacher-Student Association at Groves. Here today to present a very special award, the Tom Carson Memorial Award, is Groves PTSA President, Mrs. Kim Whitman. Mrs. Whitman has given countless hours of service because of her love for Birmingham Public Schools, its families, and most importantly, its students, through her membership on the Board of Education and in the support that she has given to all community events and groups. Today is especially memorable as her son Jack is graduating, and we wanted to take this moment to say thank you, Kim, for all you have done for Birmingham Public Schools.
Good morning. As Dr. Smith said, my name is Kim Whitman, and it has been my honor and pleasure to serve as the Groves PTSA President for the 2023-24 school year, as well as to announce the recipients of the Tom Carson Memorial Award for this year. The Tom Carson Memorial Award is one of the many wonderful traditions at Groves High School, and I am proud to be able to announce the winners today. Tom Carson was Groves' first basketball coach, who passed away suddenly from a heart attack following a game in 1968. Every year since then, the Tom Carson Memorial Award has been presented during the graduation ceremony to two students who best personify the qualities that Mr. Carson taught his student athletes, believed in, and lived out himself. He encouraged students to recognize that they should strive to give back to their communities, to be honest, sincere, compassionate for others, and loyal to family, friends, as well as their school community. They embody the Groves Way in all of their actions and interactions. A committee of staff, parents, and students reviewed the outstanding nominations for the class of 2024, and we're very impressed with all of the submissions. Today's winners will have their names engraved on a plaque that is displayed in the main office of the school, and each will receive a special gift as well. Our first recipient is a 4-year member of the football team and was named a captain in all-league his senior year. He is also a 2-year captain of our unified basketball team, which is a partnership among athletes with and without developmental disabilities. His nomination explains that, quote, he is the very definition of a servant leader, unquote. This past season, as his teammates were struggling to get out of the training room on time for practice, Henry Bob took it upon himself to speak to his teammates about taking ownership and being responsible. He would circle through every day and remind them of their commitment to the team to be on time. When a teammate needed a brace that he wasn't able to purchase, Henry Bob reached out to our athletic trainer, Kelly, and asked her to send him the information so he could buy it for his teammate. Henry Bob exemplifies the qualities Tom Carson did at Groves. He is humble, leads by example, has positive energy he carries all the time. He shows kindness to everyone he meets and all those lucky to be loved by him. Please join me in congratulating our first Tom Carson Memorial Award recipient, Henry Bob Lovett. No, baby, Come on up. Henry, come on up. Our second recipient is described as, quote, a rare, exceptionally driven soul who is sincere in her ability to lead others. She brings a level-headed, reassuring energy to the team she leads. Sharp as a whip, she takes her sincere joy and humor to every workout, but is there for anyone whenever they need support or mentorship, unquote. This Falcon has been both a swim team and water polo captain, as well as a science Olympiad captain, and has participated in Big Brothers Big Sisters, National Art Honor Society, National Honor Society, and Girl Scouts. Throughout high school, she has volunteered at the Korean Cultural Community Center, where she tried to bridge the gap between the Korean community and the local community. She saw firsthand how difficult it is to navigate between Korean and American cultures when faced with challenges of straddling two cultures. Because of these efforts, she has received the Presidential Volunteer Service Award in 2022. Going through COVID and watching her little sister go through isolation and lack of social interaction, she obtained 2 life coaching certificates, including an art therapy one, which was instrumental in her volunteering to teach 4th and 5th grades during Choice Hour class at BCS. Her nomination read that, quote, she has realized that being a leader is more than standing in the spotlight. It's about confronting challenges despite doubts, inspiring others not through their words but through their actions. Brianna's greatest strength is her tenacity and knowing that there is greater joy in helping those around her to succeed with her, unquote. She has been fully accepted at the United States Naval Academy, and after 6 weeks of intense training, she will start her USNA fall term in August, where she will study to become a nuclear surface warfare officer. Please join me in congratulating Brianna Kim. And now at this time, I'd like to introduce Senior Elena Williams to share a few words with her class.
Good morning. I'd like to start with the fact that they're not ready for us. We started our freshman year at home over Zoom, yet here we are, walking the stage into the very next phase of our life. Groves High School class of 2024, we are here, we did it, and we wouldn't change the way these last 4 years went at all. I have been in the Birmingham School District ever since kindergarten. I started at West Maple Elementary School and then embarked on my journey to Birmingham Covington School. I remember at the end of my 8th grade year, my mom and I had the troubling discussion about where I would spend my 4 years of high school. Would I choose Seaholm or Groves? Clearly, I chose Groves. And if I had to make that choice again, I would still pick to be a Falcon. Groves High School set me up for a successful future and gave me the most fruitful 4 years of my life. From being given the opportunity to be on the high school debate and forensic team, to winning JV state champion my freshman year, shows how much this school pours into its students. We have been given the great opportunity to meet so many people from diverse backgrounds and have learned from an amazing staff who has prepared us with not only a spectacular education, but also guidance in life. We get to be in Lynx and Big Brother, Big Sister, and that opens our eyes to new and beautiful things. Beyond the confines of textbooks and the classroom, the relationships that we as a senior class have built are the one thing that I want to look back on. From the hyped up pep rallies to the school-wide spirit during those special weeks, we had this unity, a sense of positivity and connection that we should never want to forget. As we as a class walk into the next phase of our lives, I want us to remember it's natural to feel some sort of pushback into our lives here. I wouldn't want to say, let it go, but let us take this piece with us that Groves has instilled in us and bring it with us to our next chapters. Life is a garden, and Groves has been the fertile soil where we have grown strong roots. Let me remind you, when you recall the challenges that we as a class have gone through during high school, we got through them, and we should all be proud of not only our individual accomplishments, but also the accomplishments that we have made as a senior class. But let me remind you, the challenges that we face are opportunities in disguise. Opportunities to learn, opportunities to innovate, and opportunities to leave an incredible and beautiful mark on the world. Look at the colleges that we are going to, the professional programs in the workforce that we are starting, the United States Service Academies we will attend, and all of the extended learning programs we will participate in as adults. They're so lucky to have us, and yet they're not ready for us. If you take one thing from my speech to remember today, I want to reiterate that you have fought way too many storms to ever be bothered by raindrops. Groves High School class of 2024, as we give our farewells to the halls that have been our home for the past 4 years, let us embrace the future with open arms and tireless determination. Let us dream big, pursue our passions with fervor, and never, ever settle for anything less than what we can do. Above all, let us never forget the values that this school has instilled in us, and let us still grow together, even though we will be apart. In closing, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the faculty who has given us wisdom, to the parents and guardians who have supported us unconditionally, and to my fellow graduates who have made my high school experience unforgettable. And of course, I would like to extend a special thank you to my mother and father, Nicole Gainey and Corey Williams, who have pushed me to be the best person that I can be. As we scatter far and wide, may we carry the lessons we learned within these walls and the memories instilled in our hearts. Congratulations, class of 2024. Our journey has just begun.
Thank you, Elena. Without further ado, I want to present each of you as candidates for your diplomas. Dr. Roberson, Central Leadership Team, and the Board of Education, on behalf of the Groves Administration, the credentials of these graduates presented here today have been reviewed, and they are entitled to the diplomas that they will receive from Groves High School. At this time, Mrs. Kowalchuk, please begin reading the names of the graduates.
Cameron Joseph Beam. Taryn Ann Brown. Chloe Madison Cast. Nia Simone Daniels. Cameron Emlyn Little. Grace Hannah Rasnick. Gabrielle Saray Stallings. Elena Nicole Williams. Alima Abdu. Ruth Maharet Asibo Huerta. William Adams Boone. Zoya Miriam Ahmad. Kaiser Ahmed. Fanny Ayiksa. Talise Alana Alexander. Chloe Emanuela Al-Khatib. Asa Ethan Allen. Jordan Amani Allen. Caleb Alula. Priya Andra. Nina Atisha. Emma Lydia Marie Abedo. Sophia Marie Odette Abdanur. Alexis Catherine Auten. Andrew Timothy Bates. Rebecca Ann Baker. Reese Miller Baldridge. Gideon Matthews Baran. Ivan Butch Bellew II. Sophia Jane Bell. Michaela Jade Ann Benvenides. Julia Grace Benedict Kaufman. Hannah Ruth Berger. Alyssa Lynn Burkaw. Alana Lene Bobbitt. Brady Nicola Bond. Emma Paige Borowski. Jonathan Anthony Borland. Brooke Camille Bowers. Anron Calvin Boyd. Alina Marie Bradshaw. Nathan John Brojeski. Cole Ellis Bronell Cuthrow. Alex Justin Brown. Brandon Marcellus Brown. Jaden Joseph Buck. Jayana Angel Buffin Pitts. James Sullivan Bumba. Jane Taylor Byrne. Colin Robert Cable. Margaret Ann Callahan. Anthony Tyrone Cameron. Hannah Lazaro Carr. Caleb Marcus Castaneda. John Robert Shalafo. Charlotte Juliette Chapoteau. Elodie Mathilde Chapoteau. Taisi Ann Chauvin. Christopher McKinley Chuney II. Lila Grace Sue Chung. Isabel Lynn Clark. Nevaeh Hope Cochran McKay. Khalil Deshaun Collier. Anthony Nathaniel Collins. Shay Marie Condit. Bernard Constantine Jr. Kennedy Nicole Cook. Madison J. LaMaria Cook. Shania Marie Cooper. Elizabeth Ann Crone. Maverick Kimbrough Crump. Finn Marie Dabish. Madeline Elizabeth Davis. Tristan Paul Davis. Diamond Nicole Dawson. Autumn Rachel DeGroat. Lily Ruby Dimmer. William Michael Dinkaloo. Mohammed Mustafa Diop. Avani Minker Didwatker. Lana Alexandria Dixon. Michael Benjamin Dolan. J. Brooke Downing. Erica Renee Dubose. Jack Morgan Duffy. Sophia Ellen Dulio. Sheer DeVere. Clara Alexandria Eason. Marley Samantha Eaton. Lila Nicole Elam. Caleb Douglas Emmerich. Nils Matthew Erickson. Emily Patrice Eshelby. Mohammed Eshem Atiba. Benjamin Rice Faber. Gabriel Isaac Faber. Wyeth Shea Fairbanks. Garrett James Belinsky. Lila Summer Farah. Julia Hannah Fieber. Maya Michelle Ferguson. Daniel Evan Fisher. Kirsten Elise Ford. John Charles Foret. Isaiah Ison Francis. Ellie Madison Frank. Alexander John Frost. Jada Janae Furlow Tucker. Kendall Camille Gaines. Liam Thomas Gallagher. Riley Kyle Gatewood White. Addison Grace Gherkin. Giovanna Marie Jarajai. Joshua Dylan Glick. Brady Mitchell Glime. Spencer Jack Goldberg. Morgan Marie Goodrich. Elon Wesley Gregory. Omari Tyreek Hairston. Brandon Curtis Hall. Braden Curtis Hall. Natalie Elizabeth Hammer. Amanda Fatima Hamzi. Nicolette Sophia Handler. Caden Niquan Hardy. Jeremy Mackay Harris. Molly Sarah Hirsch. Oh, no. Alexis Morgan Heller. Holly Ann Hicks. Corleonis Wendorian Hooks. Lonnie. Kennedy Marie Horn. Maureen Laura Hugel. Sandra Hussein. Aiden Xavier Jackson Wan. Jordan Michelle Jacobs. Courtney Samaj Jefferson. Misa Pauline Jeffries. Adriana Christine Jensen. Brianne Madison Lola Jones. Brianne Madison Lola Jones Hudgens. Brooke Lauren Ciola Jones Hudgens. Javon Scott Jordan.
Leaf Caught. Morgan Haley Kaplan. Zari Alice Catherine. Brianna Ina Kim. Stella Louise King. Bennett Anthony Costello. Aaron Joseph Crane. Joshua Gabriel Crow. Catherine Elizabeth Kubich. Evan Christopher Laser. Bryce Robson Lattimore. Elliot Lewis. Sydney Grace Lesovich. Zachary James Lesovich. Melissa Diane Liss. Aiden Lee Lockwood. Arthur Nolan Lovett. Henry Bob Lovett. Nathan Riley Luckin. Brody Harrison Lutz. Angus Scott McDonald. Frederick Dalton McWilliams. Nicole Kazan Ramos Mangoba. Celeste Ann Markazich. Cadence Marie Martins. Gabriel Hayden Mazius. Madeline Ann McDonald. Riley Daniel McDonald. Madison Renee McEwen. Simeon Paul McFarland. Piper Ann McLaren. Delphine Ann McLaughlin. Aiden James Marion. Charles Hassan Miller. Daphne Elise Miller. Vincent Bo Miller. Bailey Ann Mingus. Caden Rahul Mizra. Michael David Mofrad. Lillian Rose Montgomery. Madison Odell Lee Montgomery. Elijah Shamari Moore. Foster Spyro Moray. Kendrick Lamar Moten. Dante Robert Nassau. Kate Elizabeth Nemeth. Ronnie Omar Newby. Jacob Samuel Norley. Cabry Ryan O'Gorman. Cameron Grace Pepper. Trevor Wayne Perry. Finn Isabel Pitt. Donna Marie Pongratz. Raymond Cornell Pope. Abriana Blanche Powell. Jackson Joseph Quinn. Kira Ann Racco. John Benedict Tubera Ravella. Jake Parker Rasnick. Christian Adam Reed. David Jose Lynch Regan. Brooke Marie Reynolds. Erica Piper Rice. Renna Jean Robinson. Marianne Juliana Rodriguez. Zachary Charles Rogers. Zoe Pamela Rogers. Daniel Edward Rosenfeld. Zachary Aaron Rosenfeld. Jake Tyler Rosenwasser. Talia Sarah Rotberg. Rain Kai Rowinski. Brett Allen Russell. Danielle Amalai Sabah. Benjamin Carl Sabet. Giovanni Alessandro Sammartino. Jenna Amir Sawan. Kevin Scott Sasgari. Kennedy Christine Schindler. Grace Cunningham Scudderburst. Jackson Matthew Schultz. Victoria Rose Schumacher. Aiden Robert Scalaro. Sophia Paulina Scott. Jeremiah Ramel Scott Simpson. Elena Bliss Seltzer. Caroline Rose Sexton. Andy Mia Shapiro. Madison Elise Shepard. Max Aaron Scheinbaum. Samuel Connor Shogun. Lane Philip Seiler. Zafir Avatar Imhotep Simmons Jones. Ileana Slamane. Logan Diane Smith. Titus Jerome Smith III. Jack Christopher Snyder. Max Aaron Snyder. Liam Michael Snyder Welbis. Gabriella Grace Soma. Joshua Isaac Stanley. Jaden Ray Stearns. Joseph Alexander Stebbins. James Thomas Steele. Caitlin Mary Stevader. Evan Robert Stojanovic. Charles Allen Summers. Aiden Ross Taylor. Zachary Samir Thomas. Matilde Tirali. Helwyn Tremion. Brody J. Tushman. Brady Scott Beachazone. Clara Vegan. Daryl Keith Watkins. Madison Catherine Watson. Aiden Regina Louise Weber. Ariel Janai White. Elijah David White. Sienna Catherine White. Jack Oser Whitman. Stephen LaJoy Whitted. Aiden Michael Williams. Amira Alicia Williams. Zora Ava Wise. Mitchell Jacob Woodford. Hunter Lee Woods. Alyssa Lynn Wooldridge. Natalie Marie Wooldridge. Ivan Z. Nia Namiko Young. Olivia Madison Ziegler Brake.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
A commencement ceremony is filled with many traditions. Some are new traditions, while some traditions date back centuries.
For one final time together, I invite our class to stand as we must fulfill one last tradition here today.
Our tassels are currently worn on the right, but must be moved to the left to signify that we have earned our diploma.
Graduates, join us in moving our tassels to the left.
Congratulations, Groves High School class of 2024! Woo!